checking it, and at the same time, it was like, why am I doing this? But then, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that goes on. But
he just made you do that because you were done quick. You needed to spend more time.
I needed to spend more time. Well, just because the way our company makes money is our company makes money whenever they, like, when I work. So, like, they just take whatever my time is, and then they, like, add a percentage onto it, and then they send a bill to the client, and the client, like, pays the whole bill. So when I spend time, they make money. So if I spend too little time, they're like, well, what the hell? And I told I said, well, just because I built a better mousetrap doesn't mean that the job's done. It's like, just go find more mice. Like, they could send me another 100 bridges.
Well, I had something similar. When I used to work construction, it was like the worst job I ever did. Like, terrible temperature, hard work. So the one time, like, the foreman says to me, we had these, like, slabs of rocks and stones. And they were all, there was, like, so many of them. He's like, go out there and count how many come on each thing. So I go out there and I look, and I'm like, count the one side, count the other side, count the third and fourth side. I got a total, and then I, like, multiplied that by however many I had. So it was, like, not hard. So I came back in, I'm like, here's how many there are. He's like, no, you don't understand. Go out there, take your time, and count all of them. He was, like, giving me a break.
Yeah.
Like, that was a way, like, he had nothing for me to do.
used to do that shit to, like, to the summer, like, work crews whenever they would come out to run the cleaning crew. And I had one dude that couldn't understand the concept of take your time. He could not understand the concept. And so I, like, give him a job. It's like, it's killing time. Basically, they've got nothing else better for us to do, so they're like, just go here, do this, work on this, tell them to kill time until we find something else better for you to do that needs done. So I would tell them, like, okay, here's what we're doing. And I'd emphasize, listen, we are killing time. Go do this. Like, take your time. And there's one dude where I give him a job, and he would do it, and he'd be like, okay, I'm done. What's next? And I'm like, no. You don't understand what's going on. You need to take your time. So go back and do the same thing you just did, but do it slower.
Yeah, do it slower. That's... It's frustrating when you have people who want to actually, like... I don't know, because for me, it was, like, fun to, like, figure it out. It was more interesting for me. So it's like those 40 hours, like, were probably in, like, 3 days. You know what I mean? So it was, like, interesting right up into the point where you figure it out, and then it's like, once you kind of figure out, it's, like,
levels good? You've been checking while we're talking?
Yeah. Okay. So, like, all right, I don't know if you're going to say this on the show, Mike. I don't know if you're going to say this on the show, but...
Wait, are we live? Are we recording?
Yes, we're live.
This is live?
Okay. We're officially live at this moment.
We're live.
So, if you said, and I'll edit this out if you don't want this to go live, but you said that when you did the work for the making the pivot table and all the other bullshit for the bridges, you said that it was a 2,000-hour job that you did in like 100 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, would it be beneficial for you to do that in 100 hours and then, like, take a week off and be like, I'm still working on it, and just have, like, a week just to not do anything and just do what you want?
Do you have to show progress as you go?
Yeah, like, is it one of the, or, like, it's like, remember when Scotty was on Next Generation and Picard gave LaForge a problem, and then Scotty was like, yeah, but how long is it really going to take you to do it? And he's like, no, it's going to take me this long. Like, do you try to be like a superhero where it's like, let me do this, and I'll just give him occasional progress that makes me look good, but really I'm done with everything? Or do you not want to say?
No, you soured the milk.
Scott got his toys out.
No, I mean, I have no problem saying on the air, no, you can't do that. So, like, when I just say, like, I'm done, and they're like, oh, well, go check it. I mean, I'll legitimately go check it, but it does get to the point where it's like, no, I'm done. Like, I'm done, so give me something else to do. And then sometimes, like, it's like, we always have stuff to do. There's always stuff to do. There's always projects. I mean, there's 25 people in the department, and there's always somebody who's, like, way ahead, and then there's always somebody who's way behind. So it's just, like, you just have to ask for stuff to do.
Yeah.
I mean, could I technically sit there and be like, once you figure it out and it's like, it's done, I mean, could you... So, like, we actually got in trouble with that job because our boss, so I don't want to get too technical, but, like, let's just say that we won the job and we were supposed to make $100,000, right? But the only way that we get paid is if we actually bill all those hours. That's how we make $100,000. But if we get done a lot faster and we only bill a certain amount of time before we turn it in, our company only makes $50,000.
Right.
So our company doesn't say, "Oh my gosh, you did an awesome job. You saved X and so company $50,000." They're like, "No, we were supposed to get $100,000, but we only got 50, and we lost." They look at it as losing,
and
they
you're fired.
Well, you're not fired, but they call it margin erosion, which is way too technical for this beer drinking episode. But what happens is they get mad because, like, if you were supposed to make $100,000, you only made 50, then that pisses people off because the guy's up the food chain. Like, if you imagine Tony Soprano, none of you guys watch fucking Sopranos.
I've seen some episodes, yeah.
I was trying to think of
I've seen some clips.
Daredevil Kingpin. Okay, Kingpin. Okay.
Right? There you go.
He's like a mob boss.
You're more on my level there. Yeah.
Okay. What was that guy's name? Was it Dominic Lombardi?
Who? The
Kingpin in Daredevil.
Wilson Fisk.
No, the actor's name.
Oh,
What was Dominic Lombardi?
It's
from Full Metal Jacket. What's his
Yeah,
name? From Jurassic World. What's his name?
And he's from ID4 too.
Yes.
He was the bad guy in ID4. Vincent Lombardi.
Vincent Lombardi.
Is that what it is? No, Vincent.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
No, it's Vincent Lombardi. I'm pretty sure it's Vincent Lombardi.
Okay.
Look it up.
It doesn't matter.
You're talking about the TV series, right?
What I'm telling you is...
Vincent D'Onofrio is this dude from the TV series.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yes.
Okay, let's just say the Kingpin is expecting to get $1 million from the shipment that came in. And instead of getting $1 million, he only got $500,000. So he's going to obviously be pissed because it's like taking money out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Even though the folks like way down the food chain, instead of them working 100 hours a week to peddle all this meth, they sold it all in a shorter amount of time for less money, but they had to like work less hours. See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Does that make sense?
I kind of see what you're saying. So then, like, wouldn't it be more beneficial then, like, if you did said job in that less amount of time, then wouldn't it be more beneficial to the company for you to be like, all right, the job is done, and I'm gonna go like do shits and giggle shit for a week, and then I'll come back to you and be like, here you go, I'm done ahead of time. Give me something else. Like, wouldn't it be beneficial for you to just spread it out more like that? Based on like what you're saying?
Well, that would be illegal. So like if you're lying,
it's only illegal if people find out about it though. So.
Okay, Donald Trump.
What happens is it's like we all fill out our timesheet and then our timesheet gets sent to this processing database like in Austin. And then Austin just looks at the charge number, they look at the people's names, they look at how many hours they charge, they look at their rate, and they come up with a bill. So Austin just like generates bills all day. Okay, I mean we got 100,000 people worldwide, so our entire job is basically reduced to your name, charge number, and how much you bill, and then like a markup, right?
Right.
And then they send the bill out to these people, and then when they get the bill, if like you said, like if you were to just like lie, I mean that would be like stealing. So if you think about it, like the guy who fixes your car, it does an oil change, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if do you ever change your own oil?
No, I'm not a man, so I'm not a manly man. I guess.
Well, you don't have to. I'm not saying that changing the oil makes you a man or not a man. I'm just telling you. I'm
serious. I've never changed my oil. I'm not the most amount of the most proud thing I've ever done in my car is I've managed to change my tire and put a spare on. Beyond that, like I've never like done anything with my car.
Well, changing a spare tire is a good example. Okay. Once you know how to do it and once you understand like what it takes to do it, you understand like, oh, well, I'm not willing to pay AAA $400 to do that for me because you know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it gets to the point where it's like the guy getting the bill, like I'm sure you've gotten a bill and been like, this is fucking bullshit. And they'll call bullshit.
See, like I'm really fascinated by this because I don't know anything about like the professional world because like my job is like cleaning. So, like, I go in and I do my...
Custodian, dick!
Yeah! So I go in and
I'm a master of the custodial arts.
yeah, I've got a master's in that shit. So
A city that never sleeps. Sure takes a lot of fucking weed naps.
but like I that's all I do. So like I'm fascinated by like the real because you exist in the professional world. I don't. I exist in the paycheck to paycheck, like hourly wage kind of world. So like the dishwashers and like that kind of stuff. So we don't worry about that kind of stuff that you have to worry about.
But if we met at Fight Club, we would still be equal, right?
Yeah, yeah. But we,
We don't
talk
talk
about
about that.
That's it. We
Oh,
don't talk
yeah,
about that shit.
What's rule number 2?
We don't talk about that, Mike.
But it's like the equivalency would be like if I was given a job at work and they were like, I need you to go and I need you to clean these 3 rooms and you've got all day to do it. I could probably get those 3 rooms done in like 3 hours. Depending on how much there is to do, I could probably get it done in 3 hours. I will lie to my bosses at lunch and be like, I'm still working on it. Just take me to the end of the day. And then I will go and I'll go sit in a closet somewhere.
Sit in the closet? What the fuck are you doing in the closet?
Trapped in the closet.
Fuck up.
Dude, are you and R. Kelly just like haggling midgets?
Fuck!
Dude,
My
you guys
secret's
seen
out!
Have you guys seen the R. Kelly documentary? Not to change the subject.
No.
Does that have to do with midgets?
Um,
Can we say midgets? Can we say midgets on the
They're
air?
small people.
they're vertically challenged individuals.
Is that the new term?
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
thought that was
What's
it.
the R. Kelly documentary? How old is he? Is this
It's
present day?
just his sexcapades over the course of his professional career, and how much of a scumbag he really is.
I thought he was getting peed on by 8th graders.
He
No,
was.
he was.
He
oh,
was-
he's getting peed
both,
on. I
both.
was gonna say he's peeing on.
I think he
8th
was
graders.
peeing and he was receiving and giving out. Yes. Yeah, he's a really bad dude.
This might be too personal, but I never understood that at all. And I've talked to
No,
people
it's-
who thought that
on
that
this
was
show,
like...
nothing is too personal. So.
No, but I've talked to people who said that like, oh no, it's cool. And I was like, how cool? I don't know. I've never seen it. Like, not even like on the internet, like accidentally. You know how like there was a period there, like in the early 2000s, where it was like before the internet was like the internet.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, oh, I found this fucking clip. It took me like 4 hours to
That's
download it.
that's like the era of 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah. Like
I was
still-
the friend that was like, I got a video to show you guys. Come here, come
No,
to the room.
I never saw it. All I heard about the probably the best I came to seeing it was when it was referenced on Family Guy,
Yeah.
and they like kind of did it
Yeah.
in like a cartoon version. And
I don't
was
think you
like,
can find that anymore. I think you gotta like go to the dark web to find that or something. But like,
but it's like totally gross. I don't know.
it is. Oh,
like,
it's disgusting. It's disgusting as shit. I'm not trying to kink shame. If that's your thing, that's your thing.
kink shame. He's for those
We
of you
don't
who can't
kink
see,
shame
he's
here.
looking directly at Scott while he uses the expression kink shame.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't judge here.
But like, I don't know. Like, I understand. I'm not gonna say understand why people be into it, but like, I get people that have weird fetishes like that. Well, like for the longest time when I was young, my younger days, I was like,
This could be good. I'm real excited.
anal is disgusting. Like, why would anybody do that? Like for
And
the
now
longest
you're-
time.
now you're in the closet
Don't
with
knock-
R. Kelly.
He's like, don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah,
What?
and now R. Kelly's just like, dude, you wanna.
Wait, do you give or receive?
It's like
Wait, we're not gay shaming either, Scott.
No, we're not. I'm just curious. It was
well,
a honest question.
My whole thing was like, why would like that's where shit comes from. Why would you want shit on your dick? Like that was my whole thing, and then
Natural lubricant.
and then I grew up and I was like, still not my thing, but I get it. I understand, why people would be into it because there are some people that like their buttholes twinged a little bit, tickled a little bit. So,
Well, I've heard rumors, and I know that there are people who are into it. I mean, like,
What, peeing or
well, like
The whole
one,
9 yards.
like one or the other. See, I mean, I am like the most boring when it comes to like your standard like porno search, because I don't like anything that I would consider like kind of weird. I just like normal stuff with just like super hot chicks. Like I'm like so boring that like even if anybody found my like porno search history, that they would be like, this guy's like so
Yeah, but,
fucking like this guy's so fucking boring. Like what the hell is his problem?
what? Did a 7th grader search on his computer?
You just said you weren't going to shame me. For
I'm
sharing.
not shaming. I'm not
Yeah,
shaming.
you're not shaming,
Not
but you're
shaming.
calling me a
it's
fucking
the person
12th
he was imitating that's
shaming.
shaming.
Yeah,
That's
I
who it
was- I
was.
was-
He's like, oh, we're not going to
I was
shame you.
playing
We're
a
going to make you
role.
feel like a 12th grader.
I was playing a role.
Oh, you're playing a
I was
role.
playing
now.
a role. Yes.
But like, I mean, you don't know till you've tried. I guess is like the real thing. So that's like the real like life lesson, I guess.
I can't remember what movie it was, but they were talking about like, oh, are you gay? Like you got to do the gay test, and it's like they're like, yeah, just like watch gay porn, and if you get a boner, then you might be gay.
Really? Does that work?
I never took the test.
Well, I'm not going to shame you, but...
Well, yeah, you called me a 7th grader like 3 seconds ago. No, I'm just curious. I don't know. I do know that I've accidentally keyed in a few wrong strokes, and then you get like the gayest porn like ever imaginable.
How do
It's
you,
possible.
really?
Yeah,
Like, what are you
guys?
what are you searching
It's
for?
happened.
Really?
It happens.
Oh, dude,
Adam.
are you
It
guys
happens.
familiar? I don't know how G-rated or whatever your audience is.
I just talked about anal and tickling your butthole.
No, but
so
okay,
we're
so
fine.
there was this website way back in the day. I'm not going to use dates or names, but it was called like thehun.com. And it was like a mixed bag. This was a while ago. And you just got like the most ridiculous title names.
Well, I mean, when Attila's storming the gates, you know.
I don't know what that
Let's
means.
get down to business to defeat the Hun.
You know, he's storming the
Oh,
gates.
I get it. You made a joke.
He's a harsh individual.
Oh, maybe that's why they called it that. I don't know.
It's dawning on him now. Maybe
No,
I don't know.
This,
I don't know.
This website was so fucked up, and my roommates were total douchebags. They would get on my computer, like especially if I forgot to like log out, and they would just click on every single one. So that, and then like not clear my browser history. So then like when I like logged in to like my Pitt email account, I would just get totally spammed. I had to like change my password, like change my name like 6 times.
What about your dicks?
But yeah, well, they would like change your background to this like ridiculous like bear porn, and I don't know if you know what like bear means, but it's just like
What?
the hairiest guys imaginable.
Oh yeah.
Just like banging each other, and that would be like my screensaver, and I would be like, "What the fuck?" And they're like, "Dude, you got the only computer in the house." And I would be very upset about that. I remember being a little bit upset.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Welcome.
That was a fun intro. It was a fun beginning.
Welcome to the show.
If you haven't guessed by now, we have a special guest, Mike Deloney. You're back.
I was gonna say don't use my last name after all that bear porn, but
I mean, I can always edit out your last name, so
Why though?
no, you can't.
I can.
He doesn't.
I said I
Yeah,
can.
you're just gonna
I'm
say
not lying.
He can't. There's been other things. I'm like, I'll take that out. Then I listen to the show and I'm like, fuck Adam, I told you to take that out. Anyway, what are you drinking?
I am drinking currently the Lion's Head Deluxe Pilsner beer. That's what I'm drinking right now.
What are you drinking?
Mike.
I just-
Mike, yes.
I just crushed my Lion's Head, so now I'm opening the greatest beer ever made. It's called New Belgium Accumulation. It's a white IPA, and if you haven't had it, then you should go download Bear Porn because it's the greatest thing ever made.
Well, I'm not drinking any beer. I'm actually drinking rum.
Rum skip.
But it's a sad day. One of my favorite rums, I was drinking Wicked Dolphin rum from Cape Coral, Florida. But look, guys,
Where's Cape Coral, Florida?
it's on the Gulf Coast.
Where's Cape Coral?
I thought you were going to say Cape Coral, Florida.
Cape Coral, Florida.
I was setting you up there to just...
So
Never mind.
it's all
Coral.
gone. It's all gone. So I've finished that, and I've switched to Keystone Rail rum.
That looks like a super Russian label.
Well, it's not. In fact, this rum is from Milford Township, Pennsylvania. And I don't know what it's like to drink Pennsylvania rum. Because, to me, rum should all come from the Caribbean. Right? Right?
Damn right, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
so, I'm drinking
isn't
Pennsylvania
there
rum now.
don't they make rum in Russia too? Isn't that like
That's
no?
vodka.
Russia's the vodka.
That's
Never
vodka,
mind. Never
homie.
mind. I don't know what I'm thinking.
That's vodka.
Don't know what I'm thinking.
No, but it would be ignorant to say that they've never made rum in Russia.
I'm sure they can. Yeah, you're right. I'm sure they can. But they're not known
but they
for that.
haven't. So
They might
they
have.
can, but they haven't.
If you can make rum in Pennsylvania,
It's amazing
you
what
can make
those-
rum in Russia.
It's amazing what those Russians can do with a potato. But tell them why,
This
Scott.
in Soviet Russia, we don't make rum. Rum make you.
But tell them why you're drinking that Milford Township alcohol.
Because I finished the Wicked Dolphin.
I think he was setting you up again for something.
Yeah, I'm striking out here. Why
No,
am I
but the reason you have so many Pennsylvania-made
Oh,
alcohols
this-
is because
I see where you're going here. This rum is from the late Stone Church Brewery because the liquor license that Stone Church had they could only serve Pennsylvania booze. Beer, wine, liquor. It all had to be from the Commonwealth of PA. So when it closed, I was able to get a couple bottles of this and a couple bottles of the whiskey.
But that's why they never had tequila in...
Never had tequila.
They never had tequila at the bar.
They didn't.
Because tequila... you have to make it in a certain region.
But you can make mezcal, can't you?
You can make mezcal anyway, but you can't make
They
tequila.
did have a mezcal, I think, but they from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but if you ever...
They didn't have tequila.
There's no bachelorette party that rolls up and is like, oh, yeah, we want some fucking mezcal to celebrate. Like, yeah, let's just, like, line them up. Yeah. No lime shooters for these pussies.
I mean, like, if the bachelorette party comes up, like, give us shots of tequila. Like, is mezcal okay? I feel like that's going to the restaurant saying, I'll have a Coke. Is RC okay?
Fuck no, it's not.
I'll tell you what, if you are a 20-year-old chick and you're wearing a dildo in your head and you're out in public, you want fucking tequila. Okay? There is like a fine line between like, okay, I know I'm wearing a dildo. I'm drinking my tequila out of a freaking cock straw.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way on earth that I am using fucking... I think there's no substitute for that.
There really isn't. No.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, RC at a soccer game,
You know
whatever.
what? Controversial topic. RC, Coke, and Pepsi all taste the same.
Wrong.
You're very wrong.
No, they basically taste the same.
They taste similar, but they're not exactly the same. There's different recipes, man. Different recipes.
But you also think all beers taste the same.
No, I think
Yeah,
a lot
hates-
of. I think
he
a
hates
lot,
all beers.
I think there's a lot of beers that taste the same, but there are a lot of unique beers out there. Like this Lionhead, for example. This Lionhead is a good beer. However, this Lionhead tastes very, very samey to a lot of other beers I've had.
That's because it's just like a Pilsner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Pilsner.
So it's very...
Well, have a sip of this white IPA, and then tell me that this
I don't
Pepsi tastes like that
typically
Coke.
like IPAs, but...
Well, it's a white IPA.
Why's it got to be white?
That tastes like every other IPA I've had. Except not as strong. There's a lot of other IPAs
That's why I like it.
I've
It's a
tried
little
that's
bit
like doesn't
lighter.
bite you as hard.
It's not as bitter, yeah.
So, welcome back to the show. I didn't realize you were trying to say you haven't been on the show since, like, July.
6 months.
That's a long time.
We make the joke all the time on here that when you didn't live in the area, you were on the show all the time. Like, every time you came in town, like, you were on the show. And now that you live in the area, you're, like, never here.
Well, that's because
Never
when
on the
I
show.
came home, we made it a point to hang out. Scott and I were talking about this yesterday. And it's sad, but I actually forgot that Scott and I hung out, like, all day yesterday at work together.
Yeah.
Because, like, Scott and I see each other, like, constantly.
Now that you
Especially-
live here, yeah.
Yeah, now that I live here, it's like we see each other all the time. So it's like when you guys get together to do
All
your
I'm here-
podcast, it's more like, oh, it's like Adam. You know, it's like Adam
What
and
do you-
Scott's like private time.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just
You
saying.
trying to drive a wedge? Is that what I'm hearing? You're
I'm
trying
not
to
driving
drive
a wedge. I'm just saying that when I first moved back here, you guys were like, "Oh, you got to be on the show all the time. You got to be on the show all the time." And then I was on the show a few times.
We still say that to this day. We're like, hey, we got to get Delaney back on
I
the show.
live
all
4
the time.
miles
You
away.
do,
I
yes.
could literally walk here in a pinch.
Literally, like every time, like every other recording, we're like, we got to get Delaney back on the show.
See,
You
for a
gotta
while
get him back
there,
on more
I
often.
thought that you stopped inviting me because every time that I was on, it was always Blackout Central. It was like I would
No,
just
we
try to like encourage
We
everybody.
did get blackout drunk.
Couple times.
Probably 2 or 3 times in a row that he was on.
Yeah, but those times were when he was visiting, though. Like, he was a party those times. Like,
Yeah.
that's why. Like, I think Scott, didn't invite you, stop inviting you as much because you've always been, like, busy. And you've always said, like, no, I can't do it. Or something like that.
I don't recall ever being invited and saying no.
Really? I mean, maybe I'm just...
I feel like there was a standing invitation, but...
Well, yeah, I
No, because
said
you
it from
got-
the start. Like, you come on the show anytime. Like,
But you guys record. You guys still record 2 episodes every other Saturday. I feel like
We
there was
try
a
to.
lull there, and then I think you guys were working on getting back on track with just yourselves.
Well, it's like we've been trying to get back on track a little bit, and like we didn't get to record last weekend because that big snowstorm.
We got a
hit.
snowstorm, yeah.
That huge, and Scott texted me, he's like, "Yeah, just letting you know, cancel the podcast." I was like, I was already gonna text you and be like, "I'm not driving in this shit."
Yeah.
So we're good.
Like, we got 16 inches here. We got dumped on in snow. And the superintendent canceled classes, so no podcast.
Yeah. And then I had to spend 3 days shoveling snow, so it was fun.
3 days.
Well, I shovel at work too. I had to go to work and shovel.
You guys don't have somebody who comes and plows it?
Well, like, not sidewalks and shit.
Oh.
Like,
You don't have a
sidewalks...
snowblower?
They won't give us a snowblower.
Dude, I got one in my fucking garage.
There are three different sections in the area that I worked. There's like two of them are like me, custodial, like cleaning services, and the other one's like grounds. And grounds gets all the fancy shit. They get the snow plows. They get the little roofed golf carts that have shovels in the front of them. They can just plow right through and everything. They get snow blowers and all that shit. And we're like left out in the cold.
Well, how much are you shoveling if the grounds is responsible for a lot?
It's a decent amount. It's a pretty decent amount. Like there's
So for example, we own a snowblower, and if you needed to borrow it, like could you, like say we drove our truck over there and like dropped it off, like would you be allowed to use it?
I mean, they couldn't stop me from using it, but they'd be like, well, it's not fair. You get to use snowblower, but nobody else does. I've always said this is what I've always said.
Tell them to suck your C.
I've always said that
Kelly approves.
Our department should have at least one snowblower so that like they could just on those bad days when we have like huge snowstorms, the supervisors can take the snowblower, load it in the truck, and go to like the different buildings. Be like, okay, use the snowblower because there's enough areas where we can't use snowblowers, like steps and shit like that. We got to shovel, so we can like shovel all that shit while somebody else is using the snowblower. Like that'd be smart. They won't let us do it because it costs money. So.
There's an excuse for your little data analysis class. Figure out the amount of hours that they would save by using a snowblower. And then you'd be right back where you started. People would be like, oh, well, are you just killing time? So we met this one guy at Cleveland International Airport. And he said that when it snows, because if it snows that bad, like at the airport, they have to like clear everything, right? Yeah. So the guy said that like him and their team, they work like 100 hours in a row. Well, he made it sound like 100 hours in a row. It's probably like 3 days on, 3 days off, 3 days on, 3 days off. Yeah. To like just like totally shovel. So when we were up there in the summer, the dude fucking took a nap. Like he was driving us around to like all these inspection sites and he was sleeping. I was like, dude, don't you feel bad sleeping on the clock? He's like, fuck them. I'm on salary. He's like, I work 200 hours in a week. I got the same paycheck as I'm going to get next Friday.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
So, but I mean, like, do you get like, I don't know, hazard pay or incentive pay or anything?
No, we don't get any of that shit. We are hourly.
Dude, you guys should start a GoFundMe page and then email all of the Westminster alumni. And if all of the Westminster alumni give you like $4, you guys would buy like the baller ass snowblower.
That would be super frowned upon because right now they're trying to contact all like the alumni and all like the wealthy people that used to like go to school there for like years and years because they're trying to do like a lot of renovations. They're trying to like renovate like the science building. They're trying to renovate all these other buildings, stuff like that. So we on our own go like, hey alumni, can you give us some stuff so we can buy a snowblower? I'm sure like the higher ups would be like, you guys need to like not do that shit. And they would be like, don't do it.
I've never been on campus. Is it nice?
It's nice for what it is. It's
small.
It's small. Remember, it's in New Wilmington. New Wilmington is literally the only thing in New Wilmington is the college. That's all it is.
Well, Pelak said, I mean, what are they graduating? Like 500, 1,000 a year? 500 a year?
I don't know.
I don't know the exact numbers. It's not really on the higher end, but like it's probably maybe something around there. Maybe
it's a small private Christian college in a small town in western Pennsylvania. I can't see it being 1,000.
Most notable alumnus.
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you. Most notable alumnus.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
I would find out who that is, and I would call them every day for the rest of my life.
You're asking me really good questions that I don't know because I've never cared to ask. Like I go in, I do my job, and I leave. I don't care about asking. I don't care about any of that shit beyond that. Like I just don't care.
What do you like shoveling snow? Like Meredith likes shoveling snow.
I fucking hate shoveling snow.
What about your back? Do they give you special shovels? Or do you have to bring your own shovel?
No, they give us shovels. And they're nice shovels. They're not like shit shovels. So it's not like, we get low quality shovels. They'll give us nice shovels and everything like that, but it's just pain in the ass. And that's work sometimes. So
here's a short story. We had that giant snowstorm last weekend.
Really? And, I didn't know about that.
We were at our friend's house. Not going to use names, but we were enjoying ourselves, and Meredith was like, I want to go home. And I was like, well, I want to stay and hang out. And we actually borrowed my parents' truck to like go to this event. She drove home, and I woke up the next day, and I mean, obviously there was like tons of snow. So then my friend's dad actually like drove me home to like the bottom of the driveway. And like our driveway is like 500 feet long.
Yeah, you got a decent sized driveway.
And I'm walking up the driveway. And like I'm having a good time. I'm kneeling down, I'm taking pictures. I'm like enjoying myself, and I get to the top, and Meredith is fucking pissed. Because she likes shoveling snow, but she had been shoveling for 4 hours. I was like, dude, you're crazy. I'm calling Rod. I went inside, I made myself a snack. Doop, 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 doop. Got done with my snack. Had a beer. I walked outside. Rod showed up with the snowblower, snow freaking plow, and like plowed the entire driveway.
I mean, that's the way to do it.
And Meredith came inside, and she started fucking yelling at me. She was like, well, what the hell? I spent all that time shoveling. And I was like, why? Like, the guy lives right there.
Dude, I shoveled.
He has all the equipment. I was like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but like, and plus, and it didn't help either because I was still drunk from like the night before. So, and there was like,
that's always fun.
So it was like a whole smorgasbord. Sidebar, my buddy's house in the basement, they have a pool table, and they have enclosed the entire area with this special like sealant, and they have an exhaust fan, and they have this special, it's not a humidifier, but it's an air purifier. You can smoke cigars in the house, and the smoke doesn't go anywhere else in the house. So like the stink of a cigar runs into the purifier, comes out like, I don't know, like you could sit your baby next to it. Not that you would, but just to get my point across. And then they have an exhaust fan like right next to it, and it like sucks out all of the air. So it's like the rest of the house doesn't is smoky. So we were sitting there, and we were just like crushing cigars until like 2 a.m.
I haven't smoked a good cigar in a long time. It's been a couple years since I've had a good cigar.
I had my first Cuban.
Really?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was awesome. I've heard that they're hit or miss. So the way that my buddy explained it to me, he said that they have some sort of diplomatic rule where there's certain...
Diplomatic immunity.
There's certain golf clubs in the region that are allowed to accept them for like diplomatic purposes. And if they choose to sell them, they're only allowed to sell them for like $1. So apparently there's some dude in the area. I don't know his name, but there's some dude in the area who travels to this one country club. I'm not even sure what city it's in. But when he goes and he comes back, he like brings a few because like a lot of the people know him and they like kind of mingle together. So they bring them out. And so this one guy, he's had like, a few dozen like over the years because this guy's been doing it for like the last 10 years. And he like was digging around his humidor. He's like, oh, what kind do you like? And I told him what I liked. And he's like, oh, would you ever have one of these before? And I was like, holy shit, it's fucking holy grail right here. I was like, no, I've never had one of those. And he was like, oh, you got to try it. You got to try it.
Was it Cohiba?
I took a picture of it.
Well,
Did you have one?
Yeah, like several times. Like my family goes...
Several times?
My family goes to Mexico on the regular. And when they go to Mexico, they're like... I say... Because, as you know, Mexico does not have a Cuban embargo.
Correct.
Just the United States does. So you can buy them in Mexico. So they buy them, and they put them in their underwear, and they smuggle them across the border. And they give them to me.
So you smoke cock for free?
Like, for free, yeah.
But you got them out of their underwear?
Yeah. Yeah. It's for a fucking Cuban. I would smoke anything for that. They're good.
Yeah, so it was a Cohiba. So I took a picture of it.
That's exactly the kind they get me.
Now, what the one guy was saying is, I know I've smoked a Cohiba before, but I'm pretty sure it was a counterfeit.
Dominican. What they do is
Tell me what they do.
Okay, there's Cohibas, but you gotta pay attention to the label. They plant them in Cuba, and when they get when the tobacco gets real small, they uproot them and they bring them to the Dominican Republic. And they let them mature in the DR. So they're Cuban...
Counterfeits? Cuban counterfeits?
That is real.
Yeah,
because it says Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, instead of Havana, Cuba.
It says Habana. I thought it was Havana.
Well, it's like
Havana.
Brazil and Brazil. It just has a different
Habana
pronunciation.
Oh, V's are pronounced...
Yeah.
V's.
Yeah.
Vamos a ver. Vamos. Bees are bees, bees are bees. It doesn't matter. So you like them?
I like them. I like them a lot. And they knocked me on my ass, too.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
That's why it was weird.
Yeah.
Like I smoked it, I got done, and then we ate dinner
Strong.
after we smoked it. And then Meredith's like, I'm going to go home. And I was like, I never want to leave. She was like, I'm going home. I should have just went home.
I can't, like, they're big, too. I can't smoke
Yeah,
them.
it was a longie.
They're very long, and I cannot get through them. I just...
But I thought that was cool. And I was thinking, like, oh, that'd be sweet to, like, do that in my basement. To, like, set up, like, that little back corner to, like, kind of seal it off so we could smoke inside. Could you imagine that? God, I'd have a heart attack before 40, that's for sure.
I haven't been to the cigar shop in, like, years. Well, it's like, I smoke weed now, so...
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, I smoke weed now, so it's like, it's one of those
got a
things
guy?
where it's like...
You got a guy?
Yeah, I got a guy. It's called the Zealy and Opal Dispensary. That's his name.
Are you getting, like, legit?
Like, legit from dispensary.
Do you have any on you? I just want to see it.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
I don't want to smoke it. I just want to, like, look
I do.
at it.
I do, and I will show you.
It's completely legal.
But
It is, for me,
when
yeah.
you go to the dispensary, do they give you the magnifying glass and they, like, show you the different kinds?
They do not.
So I went to Deloney's house. I drank a lot of booze and smoked a lot of weed. And I guess I put a tiger costume on.
Did it fit you, or was it like?
Oh, no, it was
one of the
incredibly
kids?
small.
No, Meredith wears it as pajamas. And Meredith is a 130-pound single white female.
Yes.
Well, not single. She's married. But you understand my point.
Yeah.
Tiny chick.
Pull that chair and get up on that mic a little bit.
She's not... She's a lot smaller, significantly, than I am.
Yeah.
I got it to work. I got it to fit.
And then you couldn't get it off.
No, but tell him why. Tell him why.
I was cold. We were smoking outside in the garage. It was freezing cold.
Right, but they wouldn't share with you unless...
Oh, that's right. So I said I was cold, and Meredith said,
Boo fucking
put
you,
that on.
pussy boy.
I said, I'm not putting that on. She goes, you put that on, you don't get any of my weed. So I put it on.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say yeah.
So if you guys have seen, like, the Grinch movie, and we'll post a picture of this on social media later. Just kidding, Scott.
Making promises.
Do we have a photo? Is there a photo? I don't have one.
I have several teen.
several teams?
I have several teen pictures. Like, when I woke up the next morning, like, the first thing I saw...
Well, the people listening are going to be like, oh, this isn't funny. This isn't a funny segment. If you saw the photo, it would be. So we need to post it now. So...
No, the people listening will think that it's hilarious because they know what a fucking tiger onesie looks like because they're humans and they've been in Walmart. So for any of you who listen and they don't know what a Walmart is, then I apologize. This is not funny. But for those of you who've ever been to Walmart or put on a onesie when you were 9 years old, that's what Scott had. Plus bulge. It was ridiculous. It was like a whole bunch of horizontal stripes and then like a giant like mound. And you're like, okay, this is ridiculous. This is going way
It
too
left
far.
nothing to the imagination. I tried to do my best to tuck it back, but...
You can't. You can only do so much. You can only do so much.
So yeah, that was funny. That was funny times. So, all because of marijuana, Adam. And I know we've talked about on the show before, you are now a recipient of medical marijuana here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Medicinal weed. Yes.
It's a brand new law, and you capitalized on it pretty much as soon as you could.
Yes.
And now I've asked you a question about it, but I know, Mike, you've got like 1,000 questions.
Mike is like super curious, and I'm more than willing to talk about it. Like I absolutely don't mind talking about it.
Well, you guys may have already discussed this.
No,
previously.
we haven't talked about it too much on here. A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I've told a few stories about like my experience, but whatever, like yeah.
All right, well, hand me your little gadgetry over there.
All right, well all right. So this is the I can't remember what this strain is called. That is a one-off. That they had it on sale at the dispensary, and basically it's just you smoke it till it's done, and you throw the pen away. Is what it is.
For those of you listening, it looks like a Black and Mild if the Black and Mild was all fiberglass.
Yeah. That I just basically that I got because it was on sale. It was like $25 or something like that I got that for. So
well, you said it was you had a coupon for it, right?
No.
You were like rolling around Newcastle, like waving down people to try to collect enough points to get a coupon.
But
he got
you
punches on his punch card.
You can't really smell it through the pen. But if you were to hit it, thing is that strain
But is this
right
a
there,
different? Okay, so what is this a sativa or that? What? The
I
two
only buy
different strains.
sativas. It's indigo and sativa. I only buy sativas.
So indigo means in the couch, and sativa
Yes.
means I stay up all night and do my homework.
Basically, yeah.
So how much homework have you gotten done?
I get a lot of homework done these days. I'm not
Now,
gonna lie.
it looks like a little vape pen. Are you allowed to? Can you smoke this inside without it leaving a smell?
You can. I mean, it'll. There's a bit of a smell.
Have you ever smoked it inside and not left a trace?
In my house, I did.
In your house,
In
you
my
have
house,
done that. Okay.
But you can do that, and you'll smell it maybe for a little bit, but it dissipates real easily. Like it's not like regular like bud. It's not like bud where it's like you crush it up and you put it in like a paper or like you put it in a bowl and it leaves like a smell for like days. It's not like that.
Now, what about headaches? Is this relieving headaches or providing headaches?
It's basically alleviated all my headaches. I'll get like a headache every now and then, but like for the most part, my headaches are kind of gone.
But like, okay, sometimes when I drink a lot, I get a headache. I wake up the next morning, and then I always hear, "Oh, you got to take ibuprofen or Tylenol." Who here takes ibuprofen versus Tylenol? What do you guys take? Do you guys
Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen, real quick. Don't think
Ibuprofen.
about it. Ibuprofen. I take ibuprofen. Apparently, you're supposed to take Tylenol. Something about the liver.
But yeah, ibuprofen
just so you guys
destroys-
know, like if you have both in your house, you're supposed to take one over the
I
other.
do have both.
My mother.
But like when you get like a headache in the morning, do you just think, "Oh my god, where the hell is my fucking vape pen?"
Basically, yeah. Like when I get a headache in the morning, I'm like, let me get my weed.
And is it like instantaneous relief?
It's not instantaneous. It's quick, but it's not like I hit it and it's like, oh, it's gone. It'll take like maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then the headache will go away. It'll be done.
Do you have noise canceling headphones? And you like put those on, you're like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
I do not. No, I do not have.
the magic dragon.
I'm just imagining you like sitting there and it's like, "You don't know what we can find." You're just like staring up at your like Iron Man 3 poster, just like
da, 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 da.
Thing is, I don't get high. I don't really get high.
You don't get high
because I don't smoke enough to get high. Because A, it's expensive as hell, and B, I don't want to be one of those kind of weed smokers that gets high like every single day. I really don't. I smoke every day.
You don't want to be
I smoke
a pothead.
every day.
You smoke every day.
Every single day. I smoke a little bit.
day.
I smoke a little bit. The last time I was high,
If Snoop Dogg...
had.
Okay, go ahead. So finish your thoughts.
Well, I was
Sorry.
gonna say last time I was high, we had Laura and Gianna. I think it was Gianna was. Was Gianna? It might have been before when Laura
We had
was
two
on
guests
here.
on the show, I think.
But
Ooh, multiples.
But it was after Gianna left. We were hanging out, and me and Scott were just doing our thing. I was smoking up, and
In the Florida room?
I was by the door, and I was
Pleading
puffing
the
it
fifth?
outside. Yeah, I was by the door. I was puffing it outside.
You're
But
outside, Mike.
but
Oh, that's right, yeah.
but that
Because we are outside, because it's fucking 4 degrees out
we
here.
were token up, and I got high. That was the last time I got high. But here's the thing, though. I can't smoke that much weed and drink at the same time. That's the thing I can't do.
No, why not? Because you get gnarly headaches?
No, I just get insane. Like, I get crazy. Like,
For you, what does insane mean?
Well, it's like I was.
Are you like going
that
in the
night,
closet?
That night I was like really hyper, and I was talking fast. I was just like, I had a million thoughts going through my head. I was like, oh, this, that, and the other thing. Like, I was just moving fast, and like I had to stay for a little while. I could not. Like, I had to stay for a few hours.
Dude, I passed out.
You were dawn. Yeah.
I passed out. And I haven't passed out like that in a long time. But I was drinking a lot, smoking a lot.
Thing is, with that strain that you're holding in your hand right now, Mike, I can't smoke that's like a let's have fun kind of night kind of strain. I can't smoke that to alleviate headaches because that strain is really strong for some reason for me. Like, I've tried to smoke that and be productive, and my eyes would like just go back and forth like this. I'm like, I can't focus right now. Like, I can't do anything right now. Like, I have to wait to come down off it before I can even be productive at all.
So what do you do when you can't do anything?
I don't do anything. I just sit there and think, basically, or like watch TV or something. Like, I can't be productive on that what you're holding right there. It's weird. This stuff right here, this is the other stuff, which is what I'm using for my actual headaches, is called the Cherry Harlequin. And
can you say that again into the microphone so everybody can hear what the name of the...
Cherry Harlequin.
Okay.
Cherry Harlequin?
Harlequin.
Like Harley Quinn?
Like Harlequin, like of the old time. Like, oh, you're a Harlequin, like that kind of name.
I've
Not
never
like
knew that was a thing.
Not like Harley Quinn. You never
Oh,
heard
I
of the
thought
term
you were talking about like from Suicide Squad.
No, you never
like
heard
Margot Robbie played her in the movie.
No, it's not that, but you've never
You're
heard
smoking the Margot Robbie.
basically, yeah. Which is a great thing to smoke.
That sounds like a song lyric. That sounds like a rap lyric, like a little way. I smoked out Margot Robbie.
This is a genuine laugh, ladies and gentlemen. That's funny. Dude, what happened to Lil Wayne? Now, if Lil Wayne came over and was like, oh, let me get some of your little Harlequin.
Let me get that Margot Robbie.
Let me get that M&R, son. No, so what do you do with this? You take this and you get rid of your headaches, or you do homework with this?
I get rid of my headaches, basically.
Hmm.
That's what I do. I do have another strain at home that I bought that is designed to get rid of like pain and stuff like that, but it's also used for creativity, and I haven't tried that yet. So we'll see when I get done with what you're holding right there, and then try that other one.
Now, just for the listeners at home, I mean, this looks like a small matchbox, but if you flip it upside down, there is a mini USB. So you have to charge this.
Yes, you have to charge it. Normal vape pens are push button activated. So with a normal vape pen, you screw on the cartridge and you push the button, it heats it up, and then that's when you suck. What you're holding right there is basically a vape pen that activates on inhale. So you put it in your mouth, you inhale, and that's when it turns on and heats up.
So it only turns on if you put your lips around it and suck.
Yeah. So I'm sucking every morning.
Okay.
And every night.
Now, does this count as paraphernalia? Like, if you got pulled over, would this count as paraphernalia, or do you have to show a special card?
I have a marijuana card.
Now, what if you're in a district, say you're over in Ohio?
I have no idea.
Here's
the thing, I don't carry that with me.
Ohio.
I don't carry that with me. I don't really normally carry that with me.
Then why is it in my hand if you don't carry
because
it
I
with
said
you?
I don't normally carry it with me.
Don't normally carry it with
Yes, I don't normally carry it with me. But
for those of you who are unfamiliar with Scott's Florida room, there is a brick that Adam moves.
I don't know what he's doing over there.
Okay? Como? I feel like you guys covered this in a previous episode.
I know what it.
We've covered it a little bit. Yeah,
I've dabbled, but I was just trying to explain what it looks like to the people listening because it's hard. I mean, I'll say we'll post a picture, but I know we won't.
You never post a picture.
No, we don't do shit.
No, I mean, it's literally like Mike explained. It's like a little matchbox about that size, maybe a little tiny bit bigger than a matchbook or something like that, and that is a cartridge goes in there and something sticks out, and you can easily hide it. Like I could hold it like this when I'm walking around if I wanted to, and just go.
Did you guys ever watch that show on the History Channel, Mysteries at the Museum?
No.
You guys didn't ever watch that?
No, I don't know what that is.
So they do the same thing, but they go to these museums and they talk about different artifacts that are in museums. And they always get like a curator at the museum to explain it, and they're always the same way. They're like, it's 3 inches by 2 inches, it's black, it has an X-graded edge, and like they always explain what it is. So that's something we could possibly
Did you
do.
just describe your dick?
Show the tiger pictures, then you'll know. Then you'll know.
You were curious about like the process of buying, like when you went there.
Oh yeah. I had so like when
You
you
asked about
roll
like
it.
a magnifying glass or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, so when we were in Alaska, they legalized it in Alaska a couple years ago, and we were there, and it was like kind of like a weird experience because I'm not like a weed smoker, but it's like we were in Alaska and we were like in a location that it was like legal, so it was just like, when in Rome, like what the fuck, and there was a woman there, 105 pounds with this like gnarly giant trucker hat and this like oversized XXL hoodie, and she was like, "Son, where are you from?" I was like, "I'm from Maryland." She's like, "That's a long way. Check out this magnifying glass." She handed me a magnifying glass, and then she like brought out this like, "Hallelujah" plate of weed, and she was like, "See all those little purple crystals in there?" And I was like, Dr. Grant in the first one, like 95 style. So I'm like investigating, and I'm an inspector by trade, so I know what I'm looking at. And I'm like, whoa. And then she looks at me and she was like, she doesn't even like use any words. She's just like nodding her head. Like, yeah, That's what you want. And I was like, how much is it? Also, it was like $40-50, but what the fuck do I know? Dominic was telling me a short story about this guy out in Colorado who tried to sell him a gram for like $80. And Dominic said that he looked at him and said, are you fucking retarded? And the guy was like, no, those are my prices. He's like, well, I could go 10 feet away from you and buy twice as much for 70. And he was just like, all right, so what do you think about 65? And he's like, no, you already fucked up. You're a fucking idiot. You know Dominic is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we bought a bunch, and the plan was to share it like throughout the whole week. But instead, Meredith and I just smoked it all in a day. But we spent $40. So I thought of it as like, oh, if you buy a case of beer and you drink a case of beer in a day, that's a lot of beer. And it's not like acceptable like in a normal social setting. But we were on vacation, so we were like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? I
So when you go to the dispensary in where you at, Newcastle?
Zelienople.
Butler.
I go to Zelienople.
Zelienople's by Butler.
It's near. I think it's probably close to Pittsburgh.
It's in Butler County.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
It's in Butler County.
Kind of by Cranberry, Wexford.
Yeah.
What's it next? Like, what is it labeled? It was like giant arrows that say "Get your weed here."
I mean,
or is it like a doctor's office?
There is a sign that will say, I can't remember the exact name of the dispensary, but it is like so and so dispensary. Like there's like a big sign that's up there and stuff. Like it's super professional. Like when you walk in, first of all, when you walk in, you can smell like weed, like because the whole place is full of weed.
Are you allowed to smoke weed there?
No, you can't smoke it, but it just smells like it. But
Maui,
you walk in.
I've never seen so much weed in my life.
Purple sticky punch.
You walk in and there's like a receptionist there, a security guard, all that shit. Like they take it super seriously, and it doesn't look shady or anything like that. Like it looks like really super professional and nice and all that other shit. And what you do is you go in and you sign and be like, hey, here's my card.
Do they have a receptionist?
Yeah.
Like you sign in, like say I'm going to get an eye exam, and you walk in and they're like,
There's a sliding glass window.
No, it's
and they're like, oh, we need you to sign this HIPAA form and blah blah blah.
I have a 330, Adam Silvis.
Has your insurance changed since your previous visit? Who the fuck are you? Sorry.
It's some person just sitting at a counter. They're sitting at a desk. There's like a counter right there.
Describe it. White lady, black lady, tall guy, short guy.
When I went there, it was a black guy, and he was the same guy actually that was there from my previous time. So he's probably there like
black
all
guy,
the time.
linebacker, black guy. What's the dude in that movie that we like? That's funny. Half Baked. Dave Chappelle.
Was it Dave
Dave
Chappelle?
Chappelle in '99 or Dave Chappelle last week? Because Dave Chappelle's got swole.
I'd say Dave Chappelle last week. Like he was
tall guy.
If I had to judge, yeah, he was tall and he looked like he was.
So do you
he
think
wasn't like super built, but
full
like,
head
he
of
looked
hair,
like he was,
dreads, bald headed?
I think he was bald.
Did he play the role of bouncer? Like,
No.
Did you
No,
feel
he was-
intimidated when you were there?
No, he was like super welcoming. Because he recognized the dude recognized like, yeah, there's a lot of people that come here for the first time and they're really nervous and just so he's like, hey, how's it going, man? How you doing? I'm like, oh, it's my second time here.
Jeez,
He's like awesome, man. He's
I
like
used to buy my weed from a white girl named Becky with dreads and a pierced septum, so that's a big step up.
But the dude's like, yeah, awesome, man. Like
Christina Aguilera.
But you go in, you sign in, you show them your card.
Okay, and then what's the waiting room look like? How
It's-
many chairs? 100 chairs? 5 chairs?
No, it's I don't know, like probably 15, 20, 25, something like that.
Okay, and
It's-
is there like half baked, like crazy shit on the wall? Is there like America sucks
No,
on the wall?
it looks
or is
like
there
it looks like a doctor's office. Honestly, like it's all marijuana information on the
all
wall
the
and stuff
traditional
like that.
periodicals on the table. You got Sports Illustrated,
No, it's
High
all
Times,
it's all marijuana
Highlights.
information. There might be some other magazines on there, but most of it's like marijuana information. Like here's like they even have like a little laminated sheet that's like here's some stuff we have all the time. Like this is information about what an indica is. Here's a sativa. Here's our menu. Like here's what
Did
we
you
got.
learn anything in the doctor's office?
Yeah, I learned. Like I learned. First of all, like I was not knowledgeable about marijuana before I went there. So like when they said
This
like
is you're describing your first time, or are you describing last time?
I'll describe my first time. Like when I first went there, like I was not knowledgeable. I was like real nervous. I was like, I don't know what this is gonna be like. I don't know what I should say, what I should ask for. Like, should I ask for stuff? Are they gonna tell me what I get? Like I don't know the experience. I don't know like if it's like a pharmacy or like what is it. And like I didn't know what an indica or sativa was. I'd heard of it, but I didn't know like the specific differences between those two really. And so like I'm reading some of the stuff on the sitting at the table, like talking about sativas and indicas. The person calls me back and it's like It is basically a pharmacist. They don't like peddle out pills, but it's basically a pharmacist.
So is the woman wearing like scrubs and she's like, Mr. Silvis?
No, she's not
You're
wearing scrubs.
3:30. Do you have to make an appointment or you can show up?
You just show up.
You just show up. You sign in.
You just go up. You show up and you sign in and stuff like that. And the pharmacist, like the first time I went there was the only time you talk to the pharmacist really. And I went there and she was just wearing like professional clothes and stuff like that, casual, professional and shit like that. And you go back and talk to her and you tell her like, I told her like, here's my issue, here's what I'm dealing with, and we were talking about like what strain would be best for me. Like, are you a sativa guy or indica guy? And I'm like, I'm always tired all the time, so indica's not really good for me. She's like, yeah, so sativa, and talking about like what I should get and everything. And
now,
then,
is this woman like taking a class on like how to prescribe? Because it sounds like she's making
like
the
a
prescription.
She's
So like this, so a doctor said that you are eligible for marijuana.
yes.
And then this woman is like picking out. So I feel like she should be certified or something.
I imagine she takes a class and stuff like that because she knows what the fuck she's talking about. She's like, well, and like a lot of them, there obviously are marijuana users themselves, and she talks about like, yeah, she's like, I have headache issues too, and this strain really helps with like what I've got going on. So this could probably help with you, and there's something that's similar to this that's also another strain that'll probably help with you and stuff like that. And, this and the other thing.
So let's describe the nurse. Tall, short.
She was shorter than me, not by much though.
Okay, so she's super hot.
Yeah, she was.
She was smoking.
Yeah, I was into her. Yeah.
Okay, so she was Caucasian or African American.
Caucasian.
It's okay, she's
Caucasian. I feel like I'm taking.
See, I can tell that Adam really, really liked this chick because he won't describe her. Like, you notice how he described the guy who answered the door. He's like, oh yeah, he's a big guy, wearing.
You
a polo
asked me
shirt
what he looked
with
like.
no hair.
You were the ones that asked me what he looked like.
Yeah,
though.
but
That's
we
the
could
thing.
but you kind of hopped over describing the nurse. I feel like people are more interested in the nurse.
Would you pee on this one? Would you pee?
If she asked.
Only.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
But no, she was really good. She was really good looking. And she was really nice and stuff like that. So, but then
Did you notice how he said professional outfit? That's what he said. He said
She's
professional.
wearing a lab coat?
No. It was like think like business professional, not like a pantsuit, but think like business like somebody who would work in like a bank teller or something like that. Like something like that.
So you'd bang your bank teller also.
How
How many women have you met in the last 3 days that you would bang?
that I met?
Not that you met like, oh, you went out on a date with them, but you just saw them and you were just thinking to yourself,
I would.
I would.
A couple, yeah. But yeah. What are you throwing me on the bus for? I thought we were talking about the dispensary.
We're not throwing you under the bus, so I'm just
talking about the dispensary.
I'm just curious how hot this chick was.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting the scene.
I know.
Of painting the picture.
She was really...
But you walk in the back room, and what is it? Weed all over the walls, and like
let me describe
posters?
her. She had a few tattoos,
Ooh.
but they were like nice. They weren't like overwhelming tattoos. Classy tattoos.
But she was wearing business attire.
I think she had a nose ring. But it wasn't. But once it
Pierced septums, yes.
septum, but
You
it wasn't.
sell weed unless you have a pierced septum.
But I think I can't remember. It was either she either had a pierced septum or just like a regular nose ring, just like out the
like
side,
a stud,
like a stud. It was. I think it was one of those, and she had like short blonde hair.
Like ask for manager short blonde hair, or
no.
I'm tired of it being long short blonde.
Tired
hair.
of it being long short.
Okay.
I'm sexually aroused, Commander.
But no, like once you meet with her, you go back.
But so like what? She's like sitting at a table. She's like discussing with you. Are you like in your own like little like private room with like all this weed on the wall, and she's like got her legs crossed, and she's like, "So how can I help you?" And you're just thinking, "I have this piece of paper that says you can give me anything that I ask for."
Yeah, they pull you back to a room.
Okay,
it's
you're
a private
in the
room.
okay.
It's a private room.
Are you sitting on the table with like the weird fucking like paper?
No, there's nothing.
You
like
guys
that
know
there.
the doctor paper I'm talking
there's
about?
nothing like that there.
Okay,
it's think more business than doctor's office.
Okay, I'm in a business.
Yeah, think more like business like that. And then once you meet with her and she figures out like here's an idea of where you should start and everything like that. You go back out to the waiting room, and then another person comes out who's like the salesperson, the person that deals with like giving you the weed and taking the money and shit like that.
And the person who takes the money. Let's describe this person.
The first time I went, tall, skinny guy,
super skinny. Dave Chappelle 99.
No, not super skinny, but like he's thin. He's
Christian Bale machinist. That's anorexic.
No, not that. No.
Tall guy, 6 foot.
Yeah, maybe.
Big beard, little beard.
I don't think he had a beard.
You don't think he had a beard. So that means he doesn't have a beard.
I don't remember. I don't think he had a beard. So.
I just realized all three of us have beards.
Yeah, because beards are great.
Everybody has a beard.
Set beard to stunning. But no.
So was he an attractive gentleman, or was he like a super greaseball? Like, did you feel comfortable buying narcotics from this person? Like, if you saw this guy on the street,
he seemed like a hipster.
Super hipster.
He seemed not super, but he seemed like a hipster.
Was he dressed in a professional manner?
Casual.
Casual manner?
Casual manner.
Business casual?
What's that pair of pants that you wear that's made out of that fabric that, like, stoners wear?
Like the kind you can zip off at the knees? Their pants? Oh, look, now they're shorts.
Oh, look, yeah, there we go. We're in San Diego. Never have to zip them on. I threw that shit away. White guy, black guy?
White guy.
Another white guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean another white guy? The first guy was black.
You're a white guy, you racist piece of shit.
But no, I went in there.
No, but is this all like confidential? Do they have like HIPAA laws and stuff?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I don't think I think they don't have to talk about it to like if somebody calls and be like, "Hey, what did he get?" And I think they'd be like, "No, you don't need to worry about that, dude."
Were there any other super hot chicks in the waiting room with you? Just thinking about like, hey, who's that guy?
First time,
who's that guy with that stunning beard and the backwards cap?
No.
Okay.
There was not. There was not anybody like that. The second girl that sold me with my second time, she was really good looking. Brunette.
That's all you got, brunette?
There was nothing super...
Can we get a height, weight? You'd be terrible. If you got robbed at a convenience store, you'd be like, I don't know, she was the hottest chick I ever seen. And then be like, they just draw a sketch. You'd be like, close.
That's actually potatoes.
I mean, she's probably like, what, 100... She's probably like 130, 140 pounds. 150, something like that. You know, she was thin. She was in shape. She's good looking. She's a nice person.
In shape. That means great ass. I think that's code. You were looking at her ass.
Really hard to see her ass from behind the counter. So...
Ass so fat you could see it from the front.
Another little Wayne lyric. Ass so fat you can see behind the counter.
But no, like
how many rhymes have we provided for Lil Wayne this evening?
I hope he's listening.
Several.
We know he is. We know he is.
No, okay, but back to your first time. So it's like, okay, so you sign in it's awkward and you're the only one in the room. You're the only one in the room.
In the waiting room, no. There's other people in the waiting room.
Is it like standing room only? I'm just imagining like all of Shenango Valley. See what I did there? All of Shenango Valley, like just standing around, just like waiting for their like, name to be called.
No.
Or like the end of Beetlejuice. Do you ever see the end of Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Where they're all like, they got their numbers.
It's probably more like the end of Beetlejuice, but not that many people. It's not like there's a huge crowd. It's
Super
not
hot
like...
chick, she had those legs, but she was split in half.
Yeah.
So that was awkward.
Yeah.
I'm not your coach.
Okay, so you go in the back. So you meet the receptionist, sign in. Then you go in the back with a super hot chick. You're feeling pretty confident. She's like using all this like high-tech language, and you're like sitting there with a bobo. And you're like, Rod hits the table, and she's like, okay, go back to the waiting room. And then you're hunched over. You're waddling off your waistband boner back to the waiting room. And then once you're in the waiting room, then like the salesman calls you back to another office? Or
there's basically she calls you back to another room, which is also locked because they got to keep
from the inside?
From the inside, yeah, they got to keep everything protected.
You're not gonna say password.
Yeah, there's shit tons of money goes through that area, and there's
was there a giant like glass mirror?
Were people wearing masks?
No, none of that shit. They put you back there.
So no Kubrick shit.
Think like you go to Verizon, but there's marijuana back there. Like that's kind of how it felt.
I've never been in the back room at Verizon.
But you don't go to the back room.
I've had Verizon for 10 years. Never been in the back room.
It's like when you go to Verizon. Let's say you have like customer services. You go to Verizon store and there's like the counter and shit like that. Think like that, but like with marijuana.
The Verizon stores I've been in have all been like Paneras, with just like younger people. It's like a lot younger or a lot older.
Have you been to the Hermitage Verizon?
Actually, yeah, I just went like recently.
Okay, so think like that, but like the counter is like a U shape. It's like a U shape, so you're in the middle. Salesmen are all around the back side, and there's only like 3 or 4 salesmen there.
Were the walls uncomfortably white?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
It looked like Tom Sawyer was there last week.
Or like when they put Keanu Reeves on the table and then that fucking like little monster crawls into his belly button. Yeah. Did you ever feel like that at all?
Not that one. No, they weren't that white. They were like maybe like a beige, maybe like a beige,
a creamy beige.
Yeah, like creamy beige,
like a taupe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I understand. So like you're like waiting in line. So it's almost like the DMV.
There's no line.
It's like
There's no line.
but it's like a DMV where they're like next, and you go up there, and it's like you chat. It's like private, but not private.
Yeah.
I guess very similar to like your average Joe like pharmacy.
Yeah.
Where it's like stand behind this yellow line. Do you ever see that one stand up skit? The guy's like, oh, okay, like this yellow line. It's like I can't hear anything you're saying. Right here, I can hear everything you're saying. It's like 3 inches of a line.
There's never any point where you're standing up waiting in line. There's never any point of that.
So do you sit there, like, crossing your fingers hoping that the hot chick calls your name so you can go talk to her instead of, like, the dude who's going to sell you weed?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Okay, so the first time you went, you talked to the dude.
Yeah.
Little skinny Dave Chappelle looking motherfucker who was white.
Where's the white
Skinny hipster looking dude.
It's the hipster dude.
All right, are we talking
Hipster
ball?
dude.
Oh, when you say casual, I think ball cap. Is that ball cap or no?
I don't think he was wearing a hat. None of them were wearing hats.
Nobody's wearing a hat.
No.
Okay, and then, like, the next time you like roll up on this, like, curly-haired cutie who you're just, like, going to ask out.
No,
Would it be awkward to ask her out?
Straight hair.
She had straight hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your thing. Does she have the blonde? This is the blonde hair?
The brunette, the one that sold.
The
one-
brunette, okay.
The salesperson.
I'm getting confused now.
This is the one with the fat ass.
Oh, righto. Okay, so then you just tell her what you want, or did she have like another little
The first
little
time,
breakdown? Did
okay,
she like?
There's a difference between the first time and the after the first time. The first time I went there, the person that sold me stuff got like the paperwork from the pharmacist who looked at it. It's like, oh, it seems like this is what you were talking about. Here's what we got. Let me get this for you. Let me get this for you. This is what you want. Okay, well, let me get this for you. The second time I went there, it was okay. They have me on record for everything I bought. The second time I went there, I was like, okay, this worked for me. I want this. This didn't work for me. I don't want this. Let me try something different.
And they keep track of all that in like a database.
Yeah, they keep track of all that in a database, so I can be like, I could basically be like, I got some stuff last time I was here. I don't remember the name of it, but
They're like, we see this all the time. It's like
basically,
a bunch of fucking stoners rolling into a building that supplies the actual vehicle for forgetting things. Yeah, you don't remember. Yeah, no fucking shit. That's why Shitronda over here is about to hook you up. Now, do they ever say, like, this is my secret stash? Do you ever ask them, like, so what do you smoke? And they're not allowed to tell you?
they can tell me. Yeah, like, well, like, they can, like, for example, there's this one strain that I have at home that I did get that she was telling me about that she said she has smoked before and that she's tried, and she's like, it works really good. I get headaches sometimes. It works really good for headaches.
Did she say this stuff is dank?
Nobody said dank.
No, okay.
Nobody said dank. But they'll tell you like the first time I went there, the hipster looking dude, like he told me, he's like, yeah, this stuff it was called Jack Herrera, which is what I smoked the first time, and he's like, yeah, I smoke this all the time, like it helps me with my headaches constantly, like I get pain and stuff like that. It always helps me.
Is that your favorite, the Jacko Rare?
I don't really have a favorite right now because I've only sampled like once, so
How many times you been there?
twice total.
Twice total in the last 3 months.
Yeah, well.
So
yeah,
how
since
what,
November,
what's
since November, whatever. Yeah.
So normally when the doctor fills a prescription, they check the box for refills. You get like a 90-day supply. So like what?
I can go
What do
there-
they give you supply wise?
I can go there and get whatever the fuck I want.
That sounds not true. What does whatever the fuck I want?
I mean,
Why? You can't overdose on
there's
it.
literally. I mean,
Yeah, but you can't roll out of there with 2 pounds of weed. You get fucking stabbed. You're in fucking Zillionople.
I could, but though I could go there.
That was gonna be my next question. Like, how
If
safe
burn
do you
enough
feel?
green, right? You can
How
buy
safe do
whatever
you feel
want.
walking out of a store that sells legal narcotics? Like,
Here's the thing. It's not the store's not like in town. The store's like it's like almost off the highway.
Is it like next to a Pizza Hut?
No,
Is it next to a railroad track?
no,
I still think the railroad's involved.
no. But like
Big
you, but like,
railroads always involved.
like you, I can literally
Think
go
about
there.
it. They move all around.
Like next time I run out and I go down to Zillionople to restock, I can go there and be like, I want this and this and this.
Can you bring
and
a
this.
friend?
Not, I could bring a friend, but they can't go back there. They can't go like back in like the sales area.
But so I can't see the chick with the fat butt
You could.
because she
From
has
the
a
waiting
fat,
room.
Because she has a fat butt. Like
Because
it's-
she's got the fattest ass.
no, I'm being serious. Like, okay, so I would miss out on the super hot nurse chick, but
The pharmacist. I mean, it's not like a huge.
but she would
area.
come out. She would come
It's
out
not like
and say,
it's not like a hospital where it's like you get called back by the nurse and you walk through these doors and they lock behind you and then that's when you meet. Like there's at any given point like 8 people there at a time, 6 to 8 people there at a time, and they're all out and about, like walking around and shit like that. Like yeah, you see everybody.
So were all these people working there married? Did you notice? Did you do the ring check? Is that a thing?
I feel like we're not talking about like the marijuana. I feel like we're talking about like, so did you get any pussy? I feel like that's what we're talking about.
No, I'm just trying to paint a picture for those who weren't in the waiting room with you.
I don't know.
Is that what you're thinking about?
I didn't,
Are you wondering why you didn't get the fat ass chicks like fucking phone number?
No, I know why I didn't get the fat ass chicks phone because I didn't ask for it. But
So
I know why I didn't get it.
Don Juan marriage want what? I was trying to think of
Don Juan marijuana.
No, I mean it's
Don Juana. That's funnier.
I see what you did there.
No, well, we're just trying to paint a picture for those who weren't there. And
I didn't do any ring check or anything like that. So I didn't do anything like that. I was there to buy weed. So that was my goal of the day.
I've never participated in the actual act of buying weed illegally. I
Neither
feel like
have I.
that's something that like most people should like have happen at least once in their existence. And for those of you listening at home, if you have ever experienced that, you should just share. You could write in, do the email thing, or do the contact stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're not concerned at all for your safety when you walk out of there. Like,
absolutely not.
Now, do they have like? Are there any police officers there?
There's a security guard in the building.
The building.
There is a security guard in the building.
What's the okay? Describe the security guard. What are we talking?
Probably an older gentleman.
Let's talk height. How tall is this guy?
Maybe like 3 or 4 inches taller than me.
Okay, so like 5'9", 5'10".
I'm 5'10".
Okay, so 6. So he's 6 foot.
Maybe like 6.
He's a big dude.
Like
okay,
that,
big beard, little beard.
Didn't have a beard. He was kind of an old. He wasn't old, but he was kind of an older guy. Had like maybe a little bit of a gut on him.
If he was a superhero, which one would he be? Is he like a Tony Stark looking motherfucker?
No.
Or was he more of a...
He's more of like an average Joe, I guess. I don't know.
Who's that superhero who plays pool all the time and drinks beer? Aren't there a couple of those? Like Gambit?
Talking about me?
Adam plays pool and drinks all the time.
Do you play a lot of like billiards?
I haven't played in a long time. I
enjoy
it.
To.
I like billiards. I haven't played in a while.
Where do we play it? I want to play billiards. I love billiards.
The bar.
Your parents' house?
Yeah.
Ooh, Georgia City Lights.
Yeah.
That used to be
which
place.
I haven't been there in years.
What is the penalty for you walking into that building and buying and I quote, whatever the fuck you want and then selling it? What is the penalty for that?
That's
I feel like that's like death.
Super legal. Like I would definitely lose my card.
Well, yeah, well, you'd lose a lot more than that, like your
fined.
asshole
I'd get
virginity.
fined, and
You'd probably see some jail time.
Probably see like maybe a few months of jail time.
Yeah.
But the other people in the waiting room, did you like look around and be like, I went to high school with that guy?
No. Was there like some crazy, sketchy looking people?
There's one dude there who was bragging about how high his tolerance was. And he was bragging about, like, he was talking to the receptionist, and he kind of went, he went in the back, first time I went there, he went in the back to buy some shit after I went back there the first time. And he was talking about how, like, yeah, man, my tolerance is so high, I just got to keep coming back and buying more stuff. My tolerance is so high, and I'm like, motherfucker smokes all the time. You know damn well he's giving shit to his friends. Bullshit.
So you racially profiled him. He was an
white.
a-hole.
He was white. I'm white. I can say whatever the fuck I want. As a white guy, I can say anything I want about another white guy.
I don't know what the rules are.
We can say the word cracker.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess so. So when are you going back again? When are you going to run out of this stuff? So you said you smoke every day.
Yeah, but I don't smoke that much. It's like...
But it's still daily. It's a daily use.
Yeah, it's a daily thing, so I go through it. So it'll probably be like... Based on what I bought, it'll probably be like 2 months, 3 months maybe before I go back.
From now?
Yes, from now.
So like March.
Yeah, maybe like March, April before I need to go back. Maybe. It might be a little bit longer than that. I might be able to make it all the way to May with what I have.
Are they open on Saturdays? I feel like one of us has got to go. So that way we can confirm the scene and then figure out how big this butt is.
I think they are.
I've been really focused on this butt. Is that wrong?
They are open on Saturdays. They are open on Saturdays.
She probably doesn't work. Hot chicks don't work Saturday morning.
They got shit to do.
That's a fact. I mean, they're all, I don't know, doing stuff. They're at the gym or whatever.
You heard it here, folks. Hot chicks don't work on Saturday.
No, they don't work Saturday morning.
That's a fact.
That's a thing. You guys never heard that before?
No.
No, I believe it. I think it's pretty accurate.
It's very accurate.
Anyway, yeah. So that is my marijuana dispensary experience.
Oh.
Like it's like the Apple Store for weed, basically.
Oh, you didn't describe it like the Apple Store.
It's like the Apple Store for weed.
You know, it's funny. I was in an Apple Store the other day, 2 years ago, and they said that they made all of the employees wear different colored beanies because instead of saying like, "Oh, that hot ass chick with the fat bum," at the end there, they would just say, "Oh, the woman in the yellow beanie." So like everybody would have a different colored beanie, so that way it didn't have to be like weird or awkward for anybody.
Yeah.
But I think they just made them stop wearing beanies. They wear like different colored polo shirts.
All right, it was a good show.
Good show,
Good
folks.
show.
Super great show. Thanks
Good
for having
show.
me.
If you guys want to get a hold of For Your Distraction, you can email us, foryourdistraction@gmail.com. We are on Facebook and Twitter. Search For Your Distraction @podcast FYD. We are on SoundCloud and iTunes. Search For Your Distraction. Like us, share us, rate us, write a comment. The only way we're going to grow is if you share us with your friends. So make sure you share us on your social media pages. We are also a member of the Be Real Podcasting Network. Head over to Podbean and search for the Movie Guys Podcast. That is our official, unofficial hub for the Be Real Network. Currently, the shows that are on there right now are us and the Movie Guys Podcast. So if you guys have a podcast, or if you know somebody who has a podcast and looking to be part of a network, you can email us, or you can email the Movie Guys directly, and we can see about maybe getting you on the network, because we're always looking for new good shows to join the family. I was drinking the Lion's Head Deluxe Pilsner beer. What were you guys drinking?
I was drinking rum all show.
Shout out to the rum.
I'm feeling it. Wicked Dolphin I killed, and then I went to the Keystone Rail rum. So, yeah, I chose rum over beer tonight, and that hit me hard.
I could tell.
New Belgium Accumulation White IPA. Best beer ever made.
Even better than Bud Light Lime?
It's close.
Mike, thanks for coming back on the show.
Oh, thanks for
Will you
having
come
me.
back again?
Only if you invite me.
You're always invited.
Standing invitation. He's going to be waiting outside Scott's house every Saturday. Be like, Scott, we podcasting.
Sounds like I gotta figure out where this weed dispensary is in Zealand and Opal.
And the big bum girls.